Hey everyone, how's it going? It's the Gamers Weekly here. I'm your host, Antog64, and today we're going to be playing some more Warframe. Yes, that is what this week's game is. And as you guys saw in the intro of the video, this is primed Tenno. Now in primed Tenno, we are only going to be using prime weapons and prime Warframes. As you guys can see, I'm running with Loki Prime, Paris Prime, Lex Prime, and Orthos Prime. And I really like Loki Prime. He's really cool. He's a really nice Warframe. He can go invisible. He can use duplicates of himself. He can teleport, and he can disarm all the enemies around him in a certain radius. So let's just kind of go over the mods. I'm running with Energy Siphon, Redirection, Stretch, Flow, Continuity, Intensify, Vitality, Streamline, and Natural Talent. All these mods are great. Putting them on this guy, Stretch is really good for his radial disarm, Redirection because he needs a lot of health, Vitality also with that, Continuity for extra, whatever you call it, yeah, and Natural Talent to increase the casting speed, duration for his invisibility. I was trying to think of the word. And going on to my Paris Prime, we have Serration, Hellfire, Infected Clip, Point Strike, Vital Sense, Speed Trigger, Malignant Force, and Arrow Mutation, because Arrow Mutation, I definitely need that for a bow and arrow, but just because you run out of ammo really quickly. So that's just kind of what my mod slots are looking for on the Paris Prime. I really do like the Malignant Force Speed Trigger, obviously. It did take me a bit to get the Speed Trigger, but I finally managed to get it, and I was really excited when I got it. And that just increases my rate of fire so I can fire my bow a lot faster. Vital Sense for crit damage. So moving on to my Lex Prime. You guys already kind of saw my Lex Prime. Not too impressive here. I just kind of running with Hornet Strike, Pistol Percent, whatever it's called, Heated Charge, Convulsive, and Target Cracker for increased crit damage. Now my Orthos Prime, I don't know, it's kind of like my Lex. I don't have too many mod slots on it. I have a stance for it, but of course it doesn't match the right thing. I could upgrade that just to give me a few more mod slots, but I think I'm actually going to change this to the Fang Prime. Let me see here, click that there, Fang Prime. Oh, that does not match at all. Let me switch that up real quick. Alright, so yeah, Fang Primes. Fang Primes are really good. Okay, kind of decent mods. I Spoiled Strike, Pressure Point, North Wind, Sundering Strike, and Volcanic Edge. It was with Gnashing Pariah, no? Whatever it's called. I'm sorry, my English is messed up today. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at going into this. That's just kind of what my Warframe looks like. That's kind of what my weapons look like, and that's just kind of what I'm going to be running. So I think we're going to go into a void mission. Just going to find a team real quick. And I'm really excited about this series. This is pretty fun to record. And yeah, so with Prime parts, as you guys kind of saw in my first video, there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. There's a lot of things, a lot of mods that you can find, a lot of Warframe parts that you can get, a lot of weapon parts, a lot of primes, a lot of this, a lot of that. There's just a lot of stuff in this game, especially since it's a free game. It's just totally worth it. And so yeah, that's just kind of what I'm running with. And we're gonna go ahead and go into the void. I think that'll probably be our best bet for Prime Tenno, because that's where you find prime parts. But yeah, kind of going back to my previous kind of conversation I started with, kind of everything that you need to do in this game. These are called syndicates. I'm currently with Red Veil. I am esteemed, and I'm trying to get the Racta Cernus and the Racta Ballistica, but of course they have to require a lot of standing. They require you to be exalted, and on top of that, they require you to be Mastery Rank 12. I'm only Mastery Rank 9, so I probably won't be getting that anytime soon until I start leveling up some of the stuff that I have. I only have like the Penta I can level up, so I need to start focusing on getting some parts and materials for crafting, obviously with credits. So yeah, moving on to, I don't really know exactly what my I did a few things. Last video we went into the void, did a survival mission, got some parts, got some credits here and there. So I'm hoping to see what we can get from today's trip into the void. Sorry, I'm just tripping up on my words right there. So just looking. Seems they're gonna invite me here. Yes, nice. So yeah, we're going to a Tower 4 interception. Interception missions are great. They're basically kind of like capture the flags from the enemies. They're really easy solo, and I say solo mainly because you can cap the points really easily. But it can get hard and really hectic at sometimes too, because you can have like 4 enemies on each of the different points, and you can't be all in one place at the same time. So it does help out to have teammates with you. And I really like in the new update how they added where the ships just kind of come and float right there. That's really cool. I really like how they did that. It looks really nice. And that's just kind of one of the few things that they added in many of the updates that they have. Like I said, I have not played in a few months, or about a few months. I've just been caught up in Call of Duty and Division and all this other video games out there, all the games out there, all the YouTube stuff. Just kind of record everything. So I finally managed to get back onto Warframe. I've definitely spent a few hours in this game, played it a bit, and it's just all around a really amazing game. Definitely recommend it to anybody who hasn't gotten it yet. Just try it out. You may like it, you may not like it. It's a game that's kind of jack of all trades. It's got a lot of stuff in there. You got raids, you got missions, you got group play. There's just so much stuff that you can do in this game. So, yeah. Just waiting here to start up the match. Anytime now. This guy does not like to click the ready button. I guess he's still getting some of his stuff in place. So, kind of moving back to the conversation that I kind of started in the first video of Warframe has to do with Platinum and the way that they kind of set up the game with the whole currency. So credits, like I kind of said already, they're basically used to buy lots of different things. You can purchase things like weapon blueprints. You can purchase things, Sentinel blueprints is what they're called. You can also purchase yourself some Warframe blueprints. And I've already kind of talked about all those different things, but we're just going to talk about the currencies. Now, Platinum is basically allows you to purchase a weapon or Warframe already built, no waiting time, and you get a free weapon or mod slot, or not mod slot, sorry, weapon, and you get the Warframe slot. Now, depending, I think you can get an Orokin reactor. I'm not exactly sure. You may have to correct me on that one, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you get that. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyways, so Platinum you basically purchase with in-game, or not in-game, you can purchase with real money. It's basically microtransactions, and I really like how they implemented it because it doesn't force you to buy it so that you can get this next thing. You can actually trade it through with players. So say you have like a Warframe part that you just farmed in the Void. It's prime, say a low-key prime helmet. You could probably end up selling that for like 10 platinum. Now that's not a lot, but depending on the Warframe, like Frost Prime, he's a really rare frame to get. He's really expensive, and he's in the vault. So you can't even obtain him. You can sell the parts from him, but you can't obtain him anymore until they take him out. So I was actually really lucky in getting one. But anyways, you could probably sell like a chassis for 300 platinum. Now 300 platinum is a lot of platinum if you're just going free to play. And you can use platinum to buy a lot of things. You can purchase Orokin reactors, Orokin cells, I think is what they're called. I know they're called Orokin reactors because I think that's what double your mod capacity for your Warframe. And that's always really nice to have double mod capacity, really for anything. So that's really great. And then kind of you can also purchase things like Warframes. You can purchase weapons. And you can purchase Kubro eggs to get Kubros. You can also purchase Sentinel You can purchase Sentinel items. As you can see, I actually ended up crafting I purchased the blueprint and crafted Shade. That's the Sentinel I'm playing with. But I ended up purchasing Carrier with platinum that I had earned through selling different parts via a player. And you can buy Warframes from players. Now, do keep in mind, you don't actually buy the actual Warframe itself. You have to buy the blueprints. So like if they sell a set, that's the chassis, the helmet, the actual blueprint itself, and then you get the systems, and all those you need to craft materials and credits that you farmed. And that's really helpful because it kind of saves you a lot of time from going into the Void, because some of those parts can get really rare and they're not super easy to get either. Like some parts can be extremely hard to find. Their chances of them dropping are really low. It's a really hard mission that you're doing, and it's just all around not really that fun to get that, so that's why they implemented trading. It's a lot like Division, but I think they better implemented it in Warframe than they did in Division. Division just kind of like, I don't really know, it's kind of weird, Division trading, but I mean, it kind of works. But in Warframe they did it a lot better. It's like actual trading, which is really nice. Anyways, moving on from trading to what else you can purchase with Platinum. Platinum is also used for, I'm trying to think here, you can purchase mods and stuff. Like you can purchase mod packs, which I didn't really recommend at all, because you just find so many mods and you can just fuse them up. You can transfuse them, I think is what it's called, and you can just try to get a new mod. But, you know, it all kind of depends. You can use Platinum for that. And you can also use Platinum for purchasing materials. So say you're running really low on materials, you just purchase like a lump sum of them, which I also wouldn't really recommend because they are pretty easy. You just go to that planet, that certain planet, and you can just farm the materials there at, say, like an interception mission like I'm doing here. You can farm them on a survival mission, which I would definitely recommend, and you can farm them on really any of the missions that you can find. You can also get things like spy missions, and spy missions just kind of give you a pretty good amount of all the materials. You can find parts for different Warframes in there as well. You can find the Ivara parts, which is really cool as well, which is something they actually haven't done. When they added Ivara, they actually added it to where if you do enough spy missions, you can actually find all her blueprints. And that was really cool too. You could just craft them, and that was just really awesome for them to add that in there. It just kind of added something a little bit different than killing the same boss over and over again until you get it. And I just really enjoyed how they did that, implemented Ivara into the game. It was just really awesome. I actually ended up getting Ivara like the day she came out as a Warframe. I had saved up a lot of 19 extract from doing all the missions and stuff, so we'll kind of get into that a little bit area, all the crafting materials that you can obtain. What else? I think that's pretty much what Platinum is used as. Platinum, the basics. That's basics of Platinum. I know I'm just kind of talking a lot, but there's a lot of stuff in this game that I want to kind of go over. A lot of stuff, whether it be Platinum, credits, parts, anything. I really just want to have Warframe be an informative type of game for you guys, just to teach you guys how to do it. Because this game can get very confusing really quickly, especially if you're a new player. A lot of the stuff may be really new because this game isn't really like any other game. It's a lot different from a lot of different games, which I really like about it, and it can kind of be a blessing and a curse because you kind of know how to play it, but then again, like, you think you know how to play it, and then boom, the next thing you know it, you're not doing very well, and you're losing. You're not really doing very well in missions. You keep dying, you keep going down, and you lose money. You're not really getting all the parts that you need. So there's just a lot of stuff that goes on and really affects the way you play the game. And as you saw right there, I got a Kavasa Prime Collar Blueprint, which is for the Kubro. That's really cool. I actually managed to get that. I was pretty excited about that because I am currently trying to get that. So I think I only need the last part of it, and then I'll be able to get it for Gloria, which is my Kubro name. She's actually in incubation right now, or not incubation. She's actually I don't know. I put her up in the thing. I don't know why. I think it was because I was running out of those oxygen things that you inject into your Kubro so they stay alive. So I think that's what it was. But anyways, so yeah, that's just kind of the basics of Platinum, what you can do with it, how you can obtain it. And that's what I really like about it, is that you don't only have to spend money to get it. Like in some game like Destiny, they implemented silver really poorly. It's only used for customizable items, and that's not really. You could get like different. I mean, it's cool at a point, but they make it literally impossible for you to get any other way than having to purchase it with real money, which was kind of disappointing, because they're Bungie. So the way Digital Extremes implemented it was a lot better because you can not only buy it with real money, but you can obtain it in game, and that just makes everything a whole lot easier. But anyways, guys, this has been the end of the video. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We are a relatively new channel. So yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy it. See me just chilling in my ship with Loki Prime. So as always, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been the Gamers Weekly. I have been your host, Antug64, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Peace.